So let's continue. Poetry USIU. We stopped to order some good food.
Yes.
Lunch will come. When the lunch comes, we won't stop.
I can't
Thank
wait.
you, Sarova. But let's first continue this story.
Yeah, so I start performing my poetry because of Albi, and then I'm also learning in that poetry class. We're learning poetry across different cultures, even things in the Bible that are poetry, which I was like, what? Okay, this is now another tier of poetry I'm unlocking.
Look at David. What do you mean things in the Bible that are poetry?
So songs of.
Okay, yes.
It's very interesting part of the Bible. And it was great to understand cultures from a poetry perspective. You know, that to me was fascinating. But also at the time, I'm like, even that it's only one course, it means I can't expand this to be a real career yet.
Okay.
Because I'm still really set on my public relations thing. But I liked performing. And then the business person in me comes on. I'm like, why can't I have my own open mic gig? Because I would do what I like and then I would make some money.
Oh, nice.
But I'm also not good at numbers. This thread of not being good in math is still there. So I hook up with a pal of mine in uni. She's doing a business course. Her name is Cassandra. So we're like, sawa, we're going to do this open mic. Now, from a branding perspective, I still remember insisting. I said, no, I want it to be open mic hosted by Adele. Like, I want my name there. Which was purely branding. And then I was like, and we used to do it monthly, I believe. Every month we'll have a poster that we'll do. Then I was like the model in the poster. Oh, Lord. And so the first one, it was really easy for us to do because I understood the art part and Cassandra understood the business part. So she's the one who went locking down venues, and she managed to get Chester House in town. So we used to do it at the rooftop at 7 p.m, lighting, It looked so dope, right? And the first one was free. So we had all our friends, people were in family,
guys,
my aunties.
And your performers were who?
So now we're starting to know some musicians. All right, some who are in USIU with us.
Like DNG.
Who are friends. No, in fact, I think maybe I was joining DNG was clearing. DNG and I never were in uni at the same time.
Okay. So who are some of the musicians who?
Fena.
Whoa.
Yes. Fena's guitarist, Fena was in USIU.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And her guitarist at the time was Isaac Hunja. Isaac Hunja's sister and I were in Saints together.
Okay.
So there's a connection there. We also, along, you know, as it started growing, one musician connects you to another.
Yeah.
Elani performed at open mic. I still remember they were late for sound check.
So are you the one who's organizing, or the business person, your business partner is the one who's organizing venue, sound, stage?
We're doing
lighting?
it together. So we just divide roles.
Okay.
So she locked down Chester House. She locked down...
Where's Chester House again?
It's in Tao, Koinange Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She locked down Chester House. I think our deal with them was they were going to provide sound. We needed to do the marketing.
Hold on, I think I came for... It's in next to a petrol station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came for that.
And at the top.
I came for that place.
Yes.
I came for one of your open mics.
It was dope. And so...
Yeah, there we go back.
We go back without even knowing,
Yeah.
And so I used to design the posters, me and her, at home just using paint. Like word paint. What is it? Paint. The program, So we designed the posters, you take photos with, like, we had our point and shoots camera. So you hold it, then you're trying to be deeper to you're near a light bulb, but it's because it's the only light you have, so people can see you. You take the photo. The open mic hosted by Adele. I still even have one of the posters, by the way, one of the first ones, and that one is so special to me because it was the first one, and I made my mom and my aunt, and I can't remember, a few other friends sign the back.
Whoa.
So I still have I still have that particular
Is it this one
It's
that is showing on the screen now?
Actually, it can show on the screen because that one I have. I have a photo of it.
Yeah.
So so we.
First of all, let me say, I remember this is not the other day.
No.
This is way back.
This is like
So-
2009.
Yeah.
2008, 2009.
And from industry perspective,
Yeah.
this is new.
Oh, this was absolutely new.
This was new. I remember, like now, I'm just like, oh my God, I remember that. That this is way back when.
It was way back when. I think we were probably maybe 3-4 open mics because we used to laugh with poets because we'd rotate.
Yep.
And so I'd perform some of my poetry. The musicians would weave in and out, and then other poets as well. And then the with time we'd have like a theme every night,
Yep.
every month. So sometimes it obviously breast cancer. We had a breast cancer awareness theme. We had different themes and different people come, and through one musician you get introduced to the next. So people like Patricia Kihoro performed. Wendy Kimani also performed there. Nick Ndeda did a solo performance, so not music, but like what's it called? A monologue.
Yep.
They were quite, I'm pretty sure I've left out a couple of names, but I started learning or getting to be friends with Enos Olik was in I've remembered because since I watched CTA, you tease that Enos, you've recorded Enos.
Yes, I have.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but I've said.
No, you're allowed. I even tease.
Yeah, you tease.
Yeah.
So
You're a
Enos
fan.
was a musician.
Yep, he
Enos was
was.
part of. Why have I forgotten the name of the band?
You and me, I can't believe I've forgotten it. You said it.
Aziza?
Yes, Aziza.
Aziza.
It's Aziza.
Enos, they performed. Aziza, beautiful performances, wonderful a cappella group. I'm trying to remember which rappers because I remember there was, I think Jemedari has performed at open mic, if I'm not wrong. Quite a few people. And so now I'm getting to know musicians in the industry, but I'm not a musician.
But from an entrepreneurship point, you're doing this in partner? Are you breaking even? Is there money being made? There's
money.
I remember of a sock or something, or two sock or something that we used to
I
play.
think it was even 3 songs.
Yeah.
No, me and man.
The cute in you.
Hey, I did 2 songs. So we used to, I still remember the place in town we used to go and print out the posters. Then now we stick in malls. We go to Yaya, to Sarit, because we are now targeting malls where people with purchasing power are.
Yep.
So
and just let people know, to stick in malls, you have to go talk to management.
Oh, you have to.
You have to pay.
Yeah, you can't go there. You have to, in that car glass. Yes.
To get that, you go to management.
Sarit,
and so
where
you
they
pay.
put cars nowadays. Cars
Yep,
and we were there, open mic, hosted by that.
So you're making revenue enough for you now to go, because that's marketing.
Yeah,
what you're
that's
talking about is marketing.
And printing of, so there's a cost of printing,
Yep.
there's a cost of those malls. We had a we used to, do you have a photographer? We know there's a point we even used to have this guy called Roy King. This time he was breaking as a photographer, capturing different entertainment gigs. There's a time he covered us. And then there was another cost. Oh no, not a cost. Now we were using Facebook because Facebook was also now just popping. So we had that group. In fact, that group is still there to date. Open mic hosted by Adelle. And then Akia was so, I don't know what was, Adelle is in caps.
Branding. Hey, branding.
Adelle is in caps. Spelled the right way. So we would use that as well. Then with time we started having different people as the face of the poster, you know, diversifying. So we used to do that monthly.
I like what you said before I cut you short, which was you are now making friends with musicians.
Oh yeah, that came in handy. I'll tell you how. USIU then started a radio station.
Ooh.
And this is towards like my 3rd year. And towards that year, I legged on signing up for one semester. I legged on signing up for my courses. So the ones that I wanted were full. So then I had to take one, I think it was called integrated media, some fancy thing, which sounded like it would look nice on a degree saying that I've done this. What I didn't realize is that, remember, my concentration is PR. So I've not done any broadcast media courses. I've picked this one. First day in class, we're being told you'll do a radio bulletin, a TV bulletin, a print article, you'll build a website, and then you'll put all of these things on this website. I'm like, what? So I was, thank God it was group work. I was like,
I'll do the poster.
Guys, let me tell you, let me just declare now, Mimi Sijui be true. And one of the guys in my group was a guy called Joel Chacha. He runs an agency now, and I see him thriving, and it's so funny. I always think back to that class.
Yeah.
But now, because I had to do this radio bulletin, I had to interact with the radio studio, right? And so in the radio studio, now I got to know some people there, blah, 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 just friends. Also, because I don't know how to do all of these audio things, so you're like outsourcing. I see, well, now, just do for me, cut out for me this thing, da, da, da. And with time, they got to know I'm a poet. So one Saturday, there were Saturday shows on this USIU radio.
Yeah.
And the Saturday show was for deep people. We only played Atemi and Eric Whitenaina and Erica Badu, you know? So it was down my alley. So the guy who hosted it invited me as a guest to share some poetry. So in between songs, you do spoken word. It was really dope. And that day I went, the co-host got stuck in traffic on Thika Road coming to school. So she never made it on time. So I ended up staying the entire show. So I performed until now. I was just like, okay, now I'm just going to talk. We'll just have, I'll be your co-host, you know? So the next Saturday, he called me again. I come through. And since I think at the time I had a Saturday afternoon class, it made sense because I was going to be in school anyway. So I'd do the show, then go to class, do the show, go to class. What I didn't know, this guy was recording all our shows on CDs and sending them to media houses. He had not told me anything.
What?
Right? Me, I'm there because I'm enjoying this thing. Not that I'm serious about radio, right? I'm there just for fun times. He was very serious about going into broadcast media. So when 1FM was setting up, I received a call from a guy called Tim, who was the PC. I shook out the call, and I think, see, now I'm a bit of a celeb in poetry. I'm like, oh, you want me to come and be interviewed because I'm a poet? Literally told him that. He's like, no, I want you as a presenter. Can you be a radio presenter? I said yes, knowing that the only thing that I knew about radio was from sitting in this show where I'm on the other side. He tells me, speak. I don't know anything is pressing. I don't know about communication, how to structure it well. I don't know anything like that. And plus this class that I took by mistake.
It's so mind-blowing. Like, I'm really speechless. But I'm speechless.
I didn't know anything, but I was like, hey, this is a job.
So, hold on. This guy was sending himself presenting so that he could get the presenter job. But in the meantime, he's used you as a banter person to show that he can interact with a different
I feel so bad. Stop saying it like that. Because he never got into radio.
No, it's not bad. Like, what levels of God is this?
Right?
Like
what is yours is yours.
He's I don't want to use the word hustling. He's pushing, he's grinding.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, put this thing on CD, send it out. I need to whatever. I'm using this chick because maybe I've got nice banter with this chick.
Absolutely.
As compared to the other chick. Yeah. Let me use this chick.
And send out.
He's the one who's tarmacking for you.
Yeah, I didn't even know
that your CDs are going.
I didn't even know the CD is out there. Or who else got my
called
CD?
You like, yo, what's up? This Adelle, the poet in the
building.
You
want me to come?
You've seen my capitals.
He's very busy telling me, we focus on African talent. I'm like, yeah. I'm an African poet. What up? And then he tells me, so can you be in town in, I think, to me 30 minutes.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Number 2, Yanni, you've thrown nuggets that in fact, this is mind-blowing. Number 2, you're asked to be a presenter. You didn't even hesitate. You're like, yes.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Oh, you enjoyed it?
I was enjoying it. It was something new.
But this wasn't in your alley. What made you decide to?
I really don't know. I think I enjoyed myself so much that first show. I just thought, why not? And then it's around the music that I liked listening to anyways. It's laid back. It wasn't hype because it wasn't a weekday show or anything.
Yeah.
It literally, I enjoyed having conversations with this guy.
Yeah.
Like we genuinely had a friendship. Yeah.
Yo, this is cray.
Yeah.
Okay, he tells you, walk me slowly, be in town in 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Me knowing.
Same day of the call.
Same day of the call. I'm in school, Thika Road, 2 lanes.
Wow.
But I say yes, I can be in town in 30 minutes. No, damn well I cannot. I don't have a car.